Hello. Hello. Got 3 more characters to draw today. We're going to draw Princess Peach from Super Mario. We're going to draw Tigger from Winnie the Pooh. And we are also drawing the bully from The Simpsons. Nelson the bully. I thought we'd start with Princess Peach. We've done a couple of Super Mario characters, or maybe just one actually, Super Mario. So we're going to start, she's going to be almost a full length or width or whatever of the paper, so she's going to take up most of the paper. We're going to start with her face. So we're going to do a V shape, which is her fringe, and from that we've got 2 lines coming down. So it's almost an M shape that you're going to draw with slightly curved edges. And then from there we're going to come down and then down towards the chin. Okay, now if we follow that V shape up, we're going to make a dot there, and this is going to be the top of her hair. We've got a curved flick and then a slightly smaller one on the left hand side here, and we've got some wispy bits of the hair coming down and round. On top of her head we've got a crown, so we're going to do a 3-pronged crown, and there are some, I guess they're gems, one in the middle and then one at the side that you can see actually on the side, and then one here, and there's a band that goes around there. So slightly further than halfway down between these 2 areas here, we've got just a small mark for her nose. She's got a small nose, and then her mouth it's a very simple mouth. We've just got a series of lines. It's not a complicated mouth at all there. So the eyes, we've got some very big eyes with 3 eyelashes. Again, it's another character that's got 3 eyelashes. And then these are almost anime eyes, the same kind of eyes that you'd get on a lot of anime characters. There's not a lot of detail to them. And we've got a little eyebrow at the top, and I'm going to have the same kind of shape on the opposite side, and 3 eyelashes again, and a small eyebrow just at the top. She's got some hair that comes around the side there. I don't know what these are. They look like her ear, but there's 2 here, so I guess that's some jewellery or a necklace or something. And then it looks like an ear on this side, but again there's this extra part that comes down. I'm not entirely sure what that is. Okay, so following this side round, the hair is still, it comes quite low down. Almost down to her waist, and then we've got a similar section that comes down there. Underneath this ear area here, we've almost got a round circle, so this is going to be her shoulder, the shoulder on the right hand side as we're looking at it, but it's her left shoulder. She's got this kind of frilly part of her dress on. And then her arm comes out of that, but we can only see a small part of the arm because she's wearing these long gloves which cover all of her forearm and down towards her wrist. Now remember, when we get to the wrist, we make it slightly narrower, so we taper the line off. And we've just got a couple of fingers in there that we can see. So the arm on the other side, it's starting where we finished off with the hair. We can't quite see it all because it does go behind her body. We can just see a hint of that other arm there. We have her other shoulder with this frilly part of the shoulder, and then up into her body here. Comes up and around. She has sort of looks like another crown. It's a frilly part to the top of her dress, and in the centre of her dress it looks like there's another big jewel or a ruby or something in there as well. So we're going to do like an M in the middle there, but with curved lines. And then she has what looks like, to me it looks like a butterfly upside down. You'll see what I mean in a second. So we've got this type of shape. If you turn that upside down, it reminds me of a butterfly, this area here. So coming down from the edges here, we've got her bottom of her dress. So it's coming down so that it's wider at the bottom than it is at the top. And we've just got a series of curved lines, which we just follow up towards the top just to show some pleats in the dress. We can just see her hand on this side sticking out. On that side there. And at the very bottom there's just we're almost copying the same shape as the bottom of that frill. Around. I'm just going to bring those in there. And I think that we're about done. So that's Princess Peach. Let's have a go now at Tigger from Winnie the Pooh. So starting towards the top of your page, we're going to draw a round circle, again about slightly bigger than a 5p piece. And above that we've got two small black eyes, and Tigger's got two little eyebrows above that. Now around Tigger's eyes he has this strange shape. It looks like a mask almost around his eyes. And then coming out from the side of that is the rest of his head. So we're coming out on that area there. If you imagine around the nose, we've got another circle, but we don't want to come all the way around to the top. So if you watch what I'm just going to do. So we're going to do almost a full circle around, but not quite. And then from that comes his mouth. So we're doing almost a U shape, which is connecting that. And his mouth is coloured in black. So just block that out with your Sharpie. Be careful it's not going through the paper onto something that you don't want to ruin. Make sure you've got something underneath you. So from the side now we've got his right ear, and then the ear on the left is sitting at a slightly different angle. And then we're going to follow the shape of his head or his mouth around and down the bottom. So it's almost an identical shape but just slightly bigger. We've got a detail for his ear on this side and one on this side. And then we've got some tiger stripes. And 3 on this side. there. Okay, so about halfway up where his mouth is, about halfway up, we're going to have a diagonal line coming up that nearly touches his ear. We're going to go just past the ear, and then we're going to curve round. So this is his arm. Straight line up, one coming down, so you've made almost a right angle there, and then that's his thumb. The rest of his arm folds round, and then again we've got some tiger stripes in here, so just block these out. They don't have to be perfect. You can make them different shapes and jagged. Make sure you do some on the opposite side of the arm as well, so they're not just all on the same side. And then the arm on the other side is almost a mirror image, it's almost the same. So we've got a line that comes out and curves round, and then we've got this almost right angle. It's not quite the same angle. His arms are out to the side, and then we've got the tiger stripes. So again, they don't need to match exactly the same as the other arm, just as long as we've got something that is similar. Making sure we're going on the top and the bottom of the arm, not just all on the same side, that would look odd. And then we've just got a couple of details on the hand there. So Tigger's body now, again we've got this type of body that's almost a slight pear shape. It gets slightly wider at the bottom. And then one of Tigger's legs comes out on this side. We're going to come slightly further down on this right hand side because his leg on this side is lower down. This leg's foot is higher up, and this one's, I guess, almost standing on the floor, but he's actually bouncing on his tail. So let's continue up and around for Tigger's foot, and then down and around and across. So we can see the underside of Tigger's foot, that's his pad that he walks on. A couple of details in there, and then we've got again some tiger stripes. A nice big one on the knee. One on the underside. We've got kind of a split stripe on that side there, one which is coming up into his body. Just vary the lengths and the thickness of them so that they're not all the same. And then we've got some on the opposite side. So again, they don't need to be symmetrical, they don't need to be a mirror image or anything like that, just alter the thickness, the length. You can make some with a jagged edge, some that are straighter, some that have got more of a curve to them. And then we can actually see Tigger's, I guess it's his belly. I guess this would be a different colour, the underside of him. We've got this shape in the middle. I guess this would be a whiter colour, and the rest would be orange. So we're going to draw this right hand sided leg now, and as you can see, it looks almost though he's standing on it, or he's been standing on it, because we've got a tail that he's bouncing on that we'll add. Let's add that now. So we've got this concertinaed tail that I guess he likes to bounce on, and we've got some stripes in there. The end of his tail is all of black. keep alternating the sides. I'll do a smaller jagged one in that side. So just a few stripes on this right-sided leg now, and we're not too far away from finishing Tigger. Let's do one going up there. One on his foot, and then just a couple of details on the foot there. You could add a few more stripes. Don't go overboard with the stripes, don't put too many on there, but you can add a few more here and there. We could put a couple of lines that just indicate movement and that Tigger's bouncing up and down. But I'm quite happy with Tigger. So there's Tigger, finished. On to our third one, which is Nelson out of The Simpsons. So he's looking to the left this time. The eyes are a slightly different shape on this one, so we don't actually see a round eye at all. We've got these flattened circles, and the pupil is left with the white part right in the centre on this character. His nose is a different shape as well, so again we've got this flattened circle for a nose. This is probably the most different character that we've drawn. It doesn't follow the same rules as the other Simpsons characters that we've drawn. The mouth's the same, so it's very similar to Bart, so it sticks out further than the nose, comes back in and round, and then he's got some teeth top and bottom. We've got a couple of teeth that we can see on the bottom, and then the side of his mouth there. So we're going to come almost as wide as the eye itself with another slight bulge, and then into his forehead. And then he's got a spiky kind of parting, and the top of his hair comes up and round, and then we've got a similar shape but much bigger on the back, coming into a flick at the bottom. He's got that same ear. It's a little bit lower down than some of the other characters, so it's almost level with his mouth, and then we're just going to follow that hairline up and round and into there. Okay, so we're going to draw the neckline in and just join that up with the chin. And then you'll recognise these sleeves. These are very similar to Bart's and Homer's when we drew them. So we've got this hole that the arm goes into. So make sure we just connect that line, and we connect that to the t-shirt there. And he's pointing over at something towards the left. So we've got the index finger pointing, and then we've got 1, 2 fingers there because they've got 3 fingers and their thumb, and then we can see the thumb is tucked in underneath there. So his body is similar to Homer's body, but we can just see the other side of his jacket. So we've got, this is his body here, and then I'm guessing this is his jacket. It's got almost a waistcoat on it. You'll see it better on the other side. You can see the top of his tummy there, that's curving round. And then just from where the neck and the hair join, we're going to bring a curved line down and round. And this is the edge of his waistcoat. You'll see this in a second. There's a jagged edge at the bottom. This is the top of his t-shirt, his shoulder. So we've got this dome shape. And then his arms coming down, and it's being held at the side, and it's clenched in a fist. We can just see a couple of fingers on that side. There. Just close the back of that t-shirt off so it looks as though his arm's going into his t-shirt. And this is what I was talking about. This is his waistcoat that we can just see on that side there. So the bottom of Nelson's t-shirt comes not quite as low as his jacket. This is sitting slightly lower. And he's got a pair of shorts on. So we're going to do one trouser leg there, another one there, and he's got these small section of leg that comes out with the top of his sock. So we'll do the same on the other side, 2 small lines, and then we've got this sausage shape at the bottom of his feet that I guess are his socks that are rolled up. And then he's got some nice boots on. And there is a circle and some detail on that side. And the shoe on the right is pointing the same way, so it looks almost identical to what we've just done. And we can see a circle and a detail on this side. Perfect. And I think that is us done. So we did Nelson, Tigger and Princess Peach today. So 3 more characters. I've got a whole stack of characters now that we've drawn so far. Hope you're saving them. Don't forget to get somebody to send me across the pictures of what you've drawn. I'm really liking seeing them. I can definitely see with some of you that you're getting better from the first few that we did compared to some that we did maybe yesterday or the day before. They're definitely getting better. But thanks a lot. Send me some ideas if you've got some ideas of some characters or something that you'd like to draw over the next few days. I think we're probably going to be in lockdown for another couple of weeks at least. So if we can spend some time drawing, then that'll be fantastic. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow, same time. Bye.